Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on.
Greetings, everyone, from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Utah, the forwards are Hayward and Favors. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Here's Parker. Leonard on the wing. Duncan outside. Back to Leonard. A baseline J, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Burke, the pass to Gobert. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. In the corner, it's Hayward. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the 3. The Jazz are gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Burke with it. Leonard picks him up. And Gobert kicks to Hayward. Back to Gobert. Pass to Favors. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Parker with it. Green, the screen. Parker dishes to Leonard. Parker kicks to Duncan. Clock at 6. And here's Green outside. That doesn't go either for Green.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Favors can't get it to go.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Burke, the pass to Gobert. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
Now, here's Aldridge. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Missed inside. Utah leading by 4. Three-pointer, Hayward. Green with the rebound.
And for Favors and his youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
And Green gets it to go.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
The Jazz have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. It's stolen by Green, and a fast break now for the Spurs. Green with the ball. Parker kicks to Leonard. To the inside, Aldridge. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you forget, sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons.
Aldridge, the pass to Parker. On the wing, Green. Spurs working the ball around now. Duncan against Gobert. Duncan misses. Utah trailing here. Now here's Burke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
So it's Utah now, trailing by 2, passes it to Favors. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Dishes it to Aldridge. On the wing, Green. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Duncan. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Can't be any surprise to you that Tim Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players, passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
Getting back to Duncan's rebounding, he's always had the great size and wingspan and timing, and he really positions himself well for those rebounds, but what seems to separate him is his quiet toughness. He'll never back down.
Yeah, it's hard. He's not a guy that's going to yell or pump his fist. He's not going to flex his muscles to the crowd. He just silently assassinates you
well said.
out on the floor.
You're right. You're so right.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Utah Jazz saw one of the biggest year-to-year improvements in the league last season. The big part of that, of course, was their play on the road.
And, Kevin, they nearly doubled their road wins from last season by getting 17 away from home. And I thought they progressively got better as the season wore on.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Now here's Exum. It's stolen by West, and now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. Out to West. Nobody near Parker. The shot's good on the assist by West. Parker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover. And for the Jazz on the road, they look to be a team built around defense now moving forward. That should bode well for their prospects as a tough matchup as a visitor.
Now here's Aldridge. Out to Parker, just 4 to shoot. And here's Green outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this. As you said with the Jazz, I mean, defense travels very well in the NBA. Teams that find ways to grind out road wins do it with really solid defense. Jazz fans have a lot to look forward to with this group.
Here's Mack. The three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio leading by 7. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Parker outside. The feed now to West. Parker outside. Leonard kicks to Green. Leonard attacking. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Alden. Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Ingles. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And Anderson kicks to Mills. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. That's good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Booker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Diaw. 8-point game. It's Ginobili outside. The shot's good on the assist by West. Ginobili's got his first 3 points of the game.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Now Booker. To the paint. Diaw with the steal. Manu Ginobili on the wing. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Ginobili's got 5 points so far. Jazz trail by 13. And here's Exum. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Boris Diaw. For Utah, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Free throw good, Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Mills. The kick out to Anderson. Feeds it to Diaw. And stolen by Booker. Here's Mack. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And as we can... And we had the chance to catch up with Greg Popovich, and he talked about how he felt Tony Parker ranks among the league's best point guards. Pop breaking it down and telling it like it is as usual, Clark. You got to love having a guy like that as your coach.
Without question. I mean, you have no idea how huge that is for a player to get that kind of support and backing from his coach. Is Tony Parker a great all-star and champion? In my book, absolutely, without question. But would he have reached that level without Greg Popovich as his coach? I think even Tony would tell you, probably not.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Hines in at the 5 spot. They get it back.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Diaw with the steal. Here's the lob to the hoop. No good from West.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Ginobili. 5 points in the game. To the wing on the left. Left side, West. West missing again.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his third season. He doubled his scoring average, shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
Here's Ginobili after the basket by Utah. Unloads. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you really got to admire Boris Diaw. I mean, he's found a way to kind of reform his game as he's gotten older. I mean, so different than when he was new to the league.
And he's good on the second. Diaw lost his athleticism and is a slower player than before. You could argue he's more productive now, though, Clark, than ever.
Well, his game was always on the ground in my mind. He's highly skilled. He's much more cerebral on the floor than given credit. I mean, I think he is really a difficult matchup because he's crafty, he's tough, and he's experienced and skilled.
And San Antonio has possession following the bucket by the Jazz. Back to Martin. 5 to shoot. Poked loose and stolen by Burke. And again, Utah running the court in transition. And Hayward with the stuff.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Martin kicks it out to Ginobili. Lots of room. Good. He hits the jump shot. Ginobili's got 7.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Here's Burks. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And we all know Utah is a very young team. Last year, only the 76ers were younger. Still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Clark, an interesting fact about the Jazz and their age last year. At one point, they didn't even have the oldest starting 5 in the state of Utah. Now think of this. The starting 5 of BYU, Greg and I were just talking about this, had an older average than Utah did.
Yeah, amazing. You look at the ages of Exum and Gobert and Favors. Makes sense that would be the case. Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
The Spurs have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Talk about a terrific game for Green. He's got 11 points and 3 steals. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge...
They can't guard us on the perimeter of the floor. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
For a while, the Spurs were viewed as a slow-it-down team from their championships almost a decade ago. That isn't the case at all anymore.
You know, I think it took the viewing public quite a while to catch on, though, Kevin, because now most people look at the Spurs as one of the more exciting brands of basketball in our league. Just watching one game of them, and now you know that is the case.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And the Jazz with possession here. Following the miss by Tony Parker. A shot by Hayward, wide open, kept alive. Here's Favors. Some solid defense from Aldridge. San Antonio leading by 3. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. Leans inside and scoring with the play inside is Leonard. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
You know, for the Spurs playing up tempo, I mean, they made that adjustment several years back, to their credit. Since then, they've been one of the more up-tempo and offensive-minded teams in the league.
Gobert with a screen for Hayward, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket. And some stats to kind of back up the Spurs playing that up-tempo style. They led the league last year in distance traveled as a team. Their players would cover almost 18 miles per game played. That tells you there's tremendous ball movement, but more importantly, body movement.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
Jazz trail by 5. Favors attacking, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And stolen by Hood. And here's the fast break. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Aldridge. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Leonard, tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. For Utah, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Kicks to Favors. Goes back up. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Duncan kicks to Aldridge. A 3-ball. Favors with the rebound. Favors got 3 rebounds now in this one. Hayward goes in. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. Spurs leading by 3. Leonard on the wing. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Parker with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go, all the way. And there's Green on the assist by Leonard. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The dish to Favors. He feeds it to Hood. Back to Favors. Now the pass to Hood. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Gobert. Duncan with the block. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Hayward. Here's Parker. Back to Duncan. Kicks it out to Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge. Now, here's Exum. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And the basket good.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs
Right.
if they were in the East.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And Mills kicks it to West. Mills dishes to West. Pass to Mills. Back to West. Spurs passing it around. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Tries again. The rebound by the Jazz.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry. And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
Pass to Diaw. And it's blocked, and they're able to recover. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. They get it back. Anderson outside. Ginobili on the wing. He kicks it to West. Tries yet again. Back to Ginobili. Left side Anderson. And now the fast break Exum with the ball. Booker the pass to Exum. Ingles kicks to Booker. Knocked loose. Stolen by Anderson. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. It's Ginobili on the wing. He has 7. Trying his luck deep. And David West gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 1:16 left to play here in the half. Now here's Exum, covered by Mills. Exum dishes to Booker. No luck, and the Spurs going the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And really, the Jazz were a team nobody wanted to play after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
Dishes it to Withy. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Booker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
This season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
And stolen by Booker. Here's the break. Here's Ingles. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Deep 2 from Anderson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Spurs have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Exum with a wide open look. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Spurs lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Tony Parker. And Tony, a lot of tough play out there in that first half. How would you describe this game so far?
A lot of intensity, very physical. We're playing pretty well, but I'm not very happy the way we finished the first half. We had a good lead, and they came back on us, so in the second half, we have to do it again.
Tony, thank you so much. Kevin, a guy who's never satisfied.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. It was all about San Antonio as the game got going. Their biggest lead of the opening period during a very exciting run was all the way up to 13 points. Looking at the scoring breakdown, they ended up going wire to wire in the first quarter, never once giving up their lead. Things got dicey in the second quarter as the tables turned, but they still had enough left in the tank to finish the half up by 3. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
What a game for Favors. He has 14 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
Mills and Manu at the guards. Anderson is out there with Boris Diaw, and it's West in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. Diaw with a wide-open look. It's good from long range. Diaw's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Spurs. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Exum. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
San Antonio's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Ginobili right side. Pass to Mills from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Manu Ginobili. Mills has got 6.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Withy kicks to Exum. The layup missed.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Ginobili with the ball. He's got 7. And there's the feed to Mills. Diaw, the pass to Mills. Ingles with the rebound.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And David West gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So Utah ends up going with the new group. Favors against Aldridge. Burks knocks down the 3 ball. Burks has got 9.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. They kick it out to Green. Feeds to Aldridge. Parker outside. 3 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Park down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Jazz trail by 4. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Kawhi Leonard, with another great season last year, earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon.
And stolen by Favors. Burke dishes to Hayward, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Here is Parker, following the bucket by the Jazz. Outside Leonard. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Aldridge. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
And for Leonard, winning the Defensive Player of the Year didn't change him at all. I mean, he received a car for winning that award and gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his character and really the impact that Popovich has had on him and that entire Spurs team.
And the shot is good.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Here's Burke. He feeds it to Gobert, and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Spurs leading by 4. Parker outside. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
and that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Now here's Parker. After Gordon Hayward's miss, Parker kicks to Duncan. Leonard on the wing. Green, the screen. 5 to shoot. Duncan, the pass to Leonard. Gobert with the block. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul. So here's Burks. 9 points in the game so far. Favors, dishes to Gobert. Hayward from outside. And that is good. Hayward's got 10 points.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it. And, you know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just one basket away from winning it all.
Spurs leading by 3. Now here's Parker. He's got 6. Aldridge kicks to Green. And it's good. 15 points in the game.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Now here's Burke, covered by Parker. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Spurs have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Jazz trail by 5. Hayward from outside. And he gets the bucket. Hayward's got 13.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 18. Boliner. Duncan outside. Back to Leonard. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Duncan's got 3 assists now in this one.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And the foul on Alec Burks. That'll be his second foul of the game. So it's the Spurs now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Parker drives in from deep. Green. It's blocked, but they'll get another chance. Parker right side. Clock at 4. Aldridge, the pass to Parker. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And Hayward gets it to go.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Now here's Leonard. 20 points for him. Fires from 14 to the inside. And stolen by Hayward. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And San Antonio has possession after the basket by Utah. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. And you know, Gordon Hayward was involved in one of the more fascinating NBA draft stories. It started after his father confirmed that Gordon would submit his name to the draft, but would not immediately hire an agent.
Yeah, reportedly, Dad created a highly detailed 2-page questionnaire that he gave prospective agents, which is not something that's typical.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Now, here's Exum. D right on him. Booker dishes to Exum. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And on the topic of Hayward hiring an agent, it was reported that the questionnaire was just the beginning and that prospective agents also went through quite a grilling. In addition to that, you talk about a thorough process.
Now here's Parker. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. 1:44 left in the third. And the Jazz pushing it up now. On up the court. Mack, no luck.
You know, back to Hayward, obviously his first NBA contract was subject to the rookie wage scale, but his second contract, 4-year max deal. So whatever the Haywards have done as far as agent vetting, it's paid off.
Green with the block. Now Parker. He's got 8. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Now, here's Exum. Here's Booker. 샌안토니오 with the rebound. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Leonard kicks to Duncan. The Spurs working the ball around now. No coverage that time. And that's now 24 points for Kawhi Leonard.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
44 seconds left in the third. Rebound, Utah.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. Things are definitely starting to look up for him.
Here's Leonard. After the basket by Utah. Takes it from 10. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Shoots the 3. Ingles can't get it to go. The dish to Leonard. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shelvin Mack. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Kawhi Leonard.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Utah calls timeout.
They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy foul.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's West, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Spurs out in front. They lead by 11. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And so in the game for the Jazz, Withy is out there with Booker, and it's Hood in at the 2. Nato, and the dunk by Booker.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. A dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Martin kicks to Diaw. Back to Martin. And stolen by Booker. Here's Hood, covered by Mills. The pass to Booker. Hood dishes to Ingles. He feeds it to Hood. Shot clock at 5. 20 feet out. Utah gets it back. Ingles kicks to Hood. He dishes it to Ingles. Here's Withy. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Ingles kicks to Hood. Pass to Booker. Diaw with the steal. West passes to Mills. It's Ginobili on the wing. Good on the shot.
How about the hands on display there around the basket? I mean, he does not let those opportunities slip away, and that allows the lead to grow.
Passes to Withy. It's deflected. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And here's Mills. Diaw makes it off the glass. And now a 9-point Spurs lead.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Dishes it to Ingles. He kicks to Booker. There's the pick. No luck. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Diaw. Martin kicks to Ginobili. Back to Martin. Spurs passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Mills dishes to Diaw. West passes to Mills, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Jazz call time here.
A lot of NBA teams have been outright buying developmental league teams. I mean, the Jazz did that last season. They purchased the Idaho Stampede last March, and we see more and more of that happening. One-on-one affiliations between D-League teams and NBA teams.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Hayward can't hit. San Antonio leading by 7. Well, last year the Jazz acquired the Stampede from the D-League. It makes sense. They'll have a designated place now to develop all their young talent.
And Kevin, it's really a key for the Jazz to have those extra minutes available for all those young talents to get an opportunity to get confidence, but also to learn your system. I think more and more NBA teams will follow this route of buying D-League teams.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Duncan. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go, all the way. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Now the feed to Parker. Back to Leonard. They kick it out to Green, And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
They get it again. Kicks it out to Leonard. Second chance shot. Burks pulls it in. Jazz trail by 11. For three, Hayward. Another miss by Utah.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. Feeds it to Favors. Back to Hayward. Puts up a three. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Green kicks to Aldridge. And the foul on Alec Burks. And that'll be his third foul so far. Parker outside. Clock at 6. Kicks it to Aldridge. 14 feet away. No luck. Great D that time from Favors. Jazz trail by 8. Hayward passes to Favors. The dish to Gobert. Now here's Burks. Guarded by Green. Hayward can't hit.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And there's the pass to Parker. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Duncan. Parker outside. Back to Duncan. Burks with the steal. And now Utah, fast break. Hayward leading the charge. Snatched up. And that one is hammered home.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
San Antonio calls timeout. And the Spurs making a change here. West is checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Rodney Hood's checked in for Burks. San Antonio leading by 6. Parker kicks it to West. Out to Parker. Aldridge a screen. Parker with it. Now defended by Gobert.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
No problems knocking that one down. 31 points for Kawhi Leonard.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
West with the steal. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Alec Burks checked in for Hood. Leonard on the wing, defended by Hayward. Out to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard attacking.
Leonard has been playing really well. 31 points, and he's given them a lot of points from the free throw line.
And he's done a fantastic job, Clark, of just getting to the line, but also converting.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Favors. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
And that one's good. And that's now 35 points for Kawhi Leonard. Jazz trail by 9. Passes it to Favors. And it goes out of bounds. That one off West. On defense, the Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now, here's Burks, guarded by Green. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That is his first foul of the game. And Utah has possession. And that one's good. Burke. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. San Antonio leading by 7. West kicks to Aldridge. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. West a screen on Hayward. West up on top. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Spurs lead by 9.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
They grab their own miss, and Derek Favors with the slam.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Tries to hit him, and Hayward with the block. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Off the inbound pass. The shot is off. And so it's San Antonio with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
David, this was a game not for the faint of heart. How did you guys play through the physicality?
Yeah, it's a bunch of smart guys in this locker room. Guys know time and place. We want to be aggressive, but also want to be smart with it. So, the game got a little chippy, but by that time, we had a good lead.
Congratulations, David. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here. And how'd you feel about his performance, Shaq?
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.